Good evening, students. I welcome you for another amazing session, another interesting session, another important topic. I think you are already aware and can see on the screen what I am talking about. Student, something called power, student power. You say that this person has more power than the other person. How do you say that this person is more powerful than the other? What do you mean by power in physics, student? What power we are talking about? You say this machine has a power. What power machine has, students? So the power, when we are talking, student, we told you that we are doing work, student, and we have defined work, students, and we have said there is a close relationship between work and energy, students. When work is done on an object, energy gets stored in it, which we have shown you in the form of potential energy. Or if potential energy is there, it can get converted into work, student. If a body has energy, it can do work. No work can be done without energy. That we already told you. Then we told you about the law of conservation of energy, that one form of energy can be converted into another form of energy, but energy cannot be created or destroyed, students. We cannot create or destroy energy, but we can only convert one form of energy into another form of energy. Is it right or wrong what I said, students? Keep on interacting with me, keep on talking with me. It will help us in learning and making the lesson interesting, and the story which we are giving you will become more clear to you. You are a part of the story which we are playing, students. Tell me that we are talking of work and energy, student, and the two are connected with each other. Without energy, there can be no work. And when you do a work, energy gets stored in that, and that energy can be used, student, anytime. As I say, I am sitting on the chair, I'm not doing any work, but I have energy which I can use to do a work, student. The question is that same amount of work is done, same amount of work is done, supposing there are two machines, student, two machines, machine 1 and machine 2. They are doing the same amount of work, but they take different time in doing the work. Then how do we say what we have to do now? Because when we have discussed energy and work, we have not discussed anything about the time till date today, student, that where the time is involved. And now when we are going to discuss that one person does the same work in a shorter period of time, in a shorter period of time, that means that person has more power. He has more power, yes or no? Tell me. What is I'm trying to tell you now, that we are now talking of rate of doing work. We are saying, students, what I'm trying to say, that work, there are two students, there are two students, one is Anya, other is Vidhi. Two students, ठीक है, same work. I give you same work, student. What do you mean by work? What do you mean by work in physics? Work could be that, okay, this is a weight, student. This is a weight. I'm saying this is a 50 kg weight. You lift this to a height of 2 meters, supposing 2 meters. ठीक है? Both of you are given, both of the students are given 50 kg to be lifted from ground to 2 meter. Height is 2 meter. ठीक है? So work has to be done. How much work has to be done, student, in this case? Tell me, what is the work done? If mass is 50 kg, if I say the value of G is 10, students, supposing, tell me how much work will be done if I have to lift 50 kg, 50 kg of mass to 2 meter height. Tell me, what is the formula of the work you will use, student? What is the work? Tell me the formula fast, 30 seconds. What is the formula of the work here when you both students, Anya and Vidhi are two students, they will do the same work, same work. They will lift 50 kg to a height of 2 meter. Tell me, what is the work done? How much work is being done by the both the students? What is the formula? Give me. M G.
Sir, M into G into H.
Okay, thank you, Anya, for helping me. Then what is the value of that here? 50 kg into 10 meter second inverse. And what is the height? 2 meter. How much is the answer coming? How much work is done, students? What is the value of the work? 50 into 200 into 10. How much? 1000 kilogram meter square second inverse, which is also 1000 joule. Now both of you are doing the same work. But what happens is that Anya completes the work in I'm saying in supposing 50 seconds, and Vidhi completes the work in 25 seconds. So different times have been taken by the two students in doing the same work. Tell me which has more power? Which of the two has more power now? Which is more powerful? Work is the same, but time here, which student has taken less time? Tell me, students.
Sir, Vidhi.
Vidhi is more powerful. She has been able to finish the same work in a shorter period of time, student. So, in order to define the work done over a period of time or rate of doing work, what I'm saying, rate of doing work, student, rate of doing work, that means the with his rate of doing work is more than the rate of doing of Anya. She completes that same work in shorter period of time, and therefore we define a new quantity which we call as power, student, power. So we are now talking that there is a power. Power, I am saying here, is a rate of doing work, student. Power is the rate of doing work. Rate of doing work. In 1 unit time, who will do the work faster? Rate of doing work. Consider students here. There are two students. These are two students, college students. They are lifting, student. They are lifting. They are lifting 100 kg mass. Weightlifting, they are lifting 100 kg mass, student. Mass is 100 kg, and they are lifting it, supposing to a height of student, 3 meter. So they are lifting this weight to a height of 3 meter, student. Now let me take it 3 or 2 meter. Okay, 2 meter. So they are lifting a mass of 100 kg to a height of 2 meter. And B, the ram takes 30 seconds to lift the 100 kg, takes 30 seconds to lift the 100 kg for height of 2 meter. Height of 2 meter. This our height is 2 meter. Student, here what we are doing, 2 meter height. Height is 2 meter, student. And the second person, C student, that Hari, he takes 60 seconds to lift 100 kg of mass, student, 100 kg of mass. Now tell me, which has more power? Which has more
Sir
power?
Ram.
Ram is Ram's power is more because he takes less time in doing the same work. So we define a quantity power, student. Power is defined as work divided by time. So rate of doing work is called power, students. This power is important because students, what is important is not only man student, there are machines. There are machines, one machine they does the same work in a longer period of time, and there is another machine which does the same work in a shorter period of time, student. So we say that machine has a power. So which is more powerful machine, student? That does the same work in shorter period of time. That machine we will choose because it is more having more power. You have seen so many examples of this, student. You say that this motor has a power. How much power is there of a motor, student? The water is going to from lower to a higher height inside your home. So there is some motor which is throwing the water. You are using a lot of electrical appliances, student. Electrical appliances you are using. On if you ever see on the electrical appliance, something is written on that. What is written on the electrical appliances, student? If you buy a bulb, student, light electric bulb, student, electric bulb, student, if you are buying an electric bulb, student, do you ever see anything written on the bulb? This is my light bulb. Tell me, when you go to buy a bulb, what you say to the shopkeeper, electrician? Do you tell him something or he gives any bulb to you? Tell me, students, have you ever purchased any thing like this? You go to the shopkeeper, what do you tell him? Give me a bulb, or you say, okay, give me what? What power you want? You tell him, what you tell him, student? Can you answer my question in 30 seconds, students? What is that you tell to the shopkeeper when you are buying a bulb, students? Do you buy bulb blindly, or you say, okay, give me bulb of what power? You talk of
So what? Like
ah.
0 watt.
Okay, Vidhi, thank you very much for helping. 60-watt bulb, 100-watt bulb, students, 40-watt bulb, or you are saying now 0 watt means which will consume very little electrical energy. That is what you are saying. So you are telling something, student. What is that? What is that value which is telling you? This is the power of the bulb you are telling me. Every electrical appliance has a power rating, students. There is a value which is written on this. So, what is the meaning of that, student? That what we are trying to tell you, student. Here we are saying that power is defined as rate of doing work or rate of transfer of energy. I am saying there are two students, same mass, same weight, two students of same weight, 50 kg. They climb 10 stairs, they climb 50 stairs, they climb 50 stairs. Both of them same mass, climb 50 stairs, students. One completes it in 1 minute, another completes in 2 minutes. Then what is the power of one and power of two? So we can define the power rating of students. Depending on the mass, the power is defined as rate of doing work, which is work by time. What I am saying, student, your formula for the power is work divided by time, students. And if I say what work you have just seen, if I lift something, then the work is what? What the work which you are saying is force into the displacement, student. We have already defined, and this is a time which you are saying. If I use the SI unit in seconds, then what will be the units of the power, students? Tell me, what will be the SI units of power? What will be the SI units of power? The work and energy are very much related with each other. Without energy no work can be done. Or work is done, energy is stored in the body. So can we replace work with energy, yes or no? Answer my question, students. Work and energy are related with each other, students, so much so they have the same units. What is the SI unit of power, students? Tell me, what will be the SI unit of power? What is the SI unit of power, student? Work, what is the unit
So
of the,
what?
give me if in joules, student, first. Work, what is the unit of work? Force into
So joule.
joules, and time seconds. So what will be the SI unit of power then? Power I am saying joules, joule per second. And that joule per second, 1 joule per second is called watt. That is what we mean by watt, student. Watt is 1 joule per second. Therefore, student, what we are saying to you, power is equal to W by T. W is the work, which I am saying is joules divided by seconds. So you are saying joule second inverse. And that joule second inverse is called watt. So student, we are saying that the for electrical appliances, student, this work could be your electrical work which they are doing, or electrical energy they are consuming in 1 second, in 1 second. So this work is nothing but energy, and I can replace this work, student, with energy divided by time t, because work and energy are the same things. Work and energy are the same thing, student, because just now I have shown you, when you are lifting a weight, student, then it becomes the potential energy, which is nothing but the work done in lifting the weight from ground to a height h to height 2 meter, student. And if I know the time how much it takes, I can find the power of 1, I can find the power of 2. Therefore, we have defined a new term which we are saying is rate of doing work. And we are talking about the units. Why it is important? Because students, we are using large number of machines in our everyday life, and these machines have got different powers. There is a power rating on the machines, because machines are designed to do the work. Machine is designed, why do you design a machine? To do the work, but we want machines which can do the work faster, student, faster, same work faster. That is important for us. So a machine which is more powerful. A car is being driven by a you see motor engine. There is an engine in the car. You want how much power of the engine? You see the engine of a power of a car, student. So you have want more powerful engine, so that the car can run faster, student, faster. So we are saying, student, the same work is done in traveling from one point to another, and those machines which can do work faster in shorter period of time, the same work, they have more power, because power is rate of doing work, W by T. Is it clear, students? So we also define, if I have the units, we have already told you, student, units, we have already told you what units we are talking, student, here. And you can see how will we calculate power also. We will see that the rate of doing work is the power, and joule per second are the SI units of power, and that is called watt. And you can also define kilojoules. Kilojoules means 10 power 3 joules. Joule is small value, therefore we can make it kilojoule, student. That will be kilojoules per second. We can call it kilowatt. Kilowatt. Okay. Therefore, students, we are looking for machines which are more power. More power means, students, more power means that they will do the same work in shorter period of time. That work will be done by the machine in shorter period of time. Therefore, power has been defined, student, work by time. This is joule per second, student, and that is the unit of power is watt, is 1 joule per second. So the power is the amount of work in joule. When 1 joule of work is done in 1 second, that is called 1 watt. So watt is these are the SI units of the power. And if I say kilojoules, you already know what is kilojoule, student, 10 power 3 joules. And when I say kilowatt, the kilowatt will be 10 power 3 watt, student, which is 1000 watts. Therefore, when I will say 1 kilowatt, that will mean 1000 joules per second. So the work done is 1000 joule per second. So we are saying most of the machines which we use in our everyday life, student, machines. What is the role of a machine? Why do we need a machine, student? Why do we make a machine? To do some work. Every machine will do some work. Every machine will do a work, student. Take any machine, it has to do some work. So they all the machines you buy, student, they have a power rating. These machines have a power rating, student. And interesting thing is that this work can be replaced by energy. So work can be replaced by energy by time, student. This is my energy by time, because energy is the same thing as work. Work is done, energy is stored, energy is required to do the same work, and the units are same joule per second. Therefore, how much energy is there per second, or how much energy is consumed per second, student, in electrical appliances? There is a rating which is written on them. The power rating indicates the rate at which machine can do work upon other objects. Power rating, the rate at which they can do work. For that work, they will need energy, student. Why will anything do a work? Same energy it will consume, then it will do the work. So how much energy it consumes? If more energy it will consume per second, more work it will do. The power will become more per second. Let us see what I am trying to say. Now I can also define power. What I define, student, power is equal to work divided by time. And what is the definition of the work, student? Work is force into displacement divided by time. Or in other words, student, force into displacement by time. Tell me what is displacement by time, student? I can write this formula, power P equal to force into displacement by time. What is displacement by time, student? Fast, 30 seconds. What is displacement by time? What do you call this? What is displacement by time, student? Then I am putting the formula power in a new way, because that will help us in solving many more questions, student. What is displacement by time in physics? Tell me fast. Force into, what is this displacement by time? What is the formula? What is this called? Velocity. What is velocity we defined in physics? What is velocity? Displacement by time was called the velocity. Yes or no? Fast, tell me. The displacement by time is the velocity.
Yes, sir.
Okay. That means this is a new way of defining power. You are saying power is equal to W by T. W is the rate of doing work, or power is also energy by time. Same thing. Now I can put another formula that power is equal to force into velocity. That means when you make machines, students, they should have more force and more velocity. When the same force is there, velocity of something will increase, student, increase. What will happen? Its power will increase. You see certain things start rotating. When they rotate with a higher velocity, what will happen? The power will increase, student. So when I say this is a powerful engine, student, what it means? A powerful engine is having more force, and also it has more velocity. So big force. When I say it is a powerful engine, student, powerful engine. You know, car is run by an engine. There is an engine in the car. Do you have engine in the car or not? Tell me. There is an engine in the car. This engine has a power. Power. Your car has an engine, student, and it has a power. And we will say we will buy this car because the engine is more powerful. More powerful means, student, that the engine is the force is bigger. Force is bigger, as well as matlab engine is force is big, mean he is saying if strong, for the engine is strong, you are saying, and fast, student, fast means higher velocity. The velocity is higher. So a powerful car engine is strong and fast. When I say it is a powerful engine, it is strong and fast. Force is more, velocity is more, because power is equal to force into velocity, student. Can you see the formula? This helps us in designing the machines, because we should have an engine, the force will be more, as well as its velocity should be more. It should move faster, student, faster. So, for example, you see in a game of soccer, have you seen soccer match? बोलिए, सॉकर का मैच देखा, फुटबॉल का देखा? टेल मी, हैव यू सीन? तो वो जो गोलकीपर है, गोलकीपर देखा आपने? वो क्या करता है? व्हाट ही डज गोलकीपर? गोल पे खड़ा है. व्हाट टाइप ऑफ गोलकीपर यू वांट? टेल मी. What type of goalkeeper you want, student? More powerful or less powerful? Tell me
Some
fast.
more powerful.
More power. वो कह रहा है कि गोलकीपर जो है मेरा वेरी गुड. Why? He has stopped, saved many goals. बहुत गोल बचाए उसने, because he has more power. He has more power. So what it means, student? That the force is more. फोर्स क्या है उसका? जो मास एंड जी एम, उसका एम जी फोर्स है. और वो क्या करता है कि फास्ट मूव करता है. क्या करता है? फास्ट मूव करता है. सी, तब जाके उसकी पावर ज्यादा होगी, स्टूडेंट. पावर ऑफ द गोलकीपर विल बी मोर इफ ही इज वेरी has a high force, as well as his velocity is very fast. He moves very fast, student, swiftly, because otherwise the ball will pass from the goal immediately. फ्रैक्शन ऑफ सेकंड्स में गोल हो जाता. आप देखिए, ये गोल है. अब यहाँ पे बॉल आ रही है. अब ये जो गोलकीपर है, देखो यहाँ पर आपका गोलकीपर है, तो इसको हाउ विल इट, ही हैज टू बी स्ट्रॉन्ग एंड फास्ट. फास्ट एंड स्ट्रॉन्ग होगा तो क्या करेगा? वो बॉल को फ्रैक्शन ऑफ सेकंड में कैच कर लेगा. तो समझ में आई कि पावर क्या होती है, स्टूडेंट्स? रेट ऑफ डूइंग वर्क. देखो मशीन्स आर देयर, मशीन्स, क्रेन्स होती हैं, व्हाट द क्रेन्स डू, क्रेन्स लिफ्ट वेट, 100 kg weight has to be lifted by a crane to a particular height, supposing ये जा रहा है 10 मीटर हाइट, क्रेन आ गई आपकी, क्रेन, क्रेन क्या करती है, हैव यू सीन क्रेन्स लिफ्टिंग वेट स्टूडेंट, ये आपका वेट है 100 kg, इसको लिफ्ट करना है आपने 20 मीटर हाइट पर, 20 मीटर हाइट पर बिल्डिंग के ऊपर ले जाना है, तो क्रेन्स क्या करती है, ये जो मशीन होती है क्रेन, इसके पास क्या होता है लिफ्ट करने वाला, तो ये क्या करेगी, इट विल लिफ्ट, तो it should have a high power because it should take less time, तो that will depend कि वर्क कितना हो रहा है, वर्क तो आपका यहाँ पर mgh हो रहा है, देख रहे हैं, W is mass into G into H, mass is 100 kg, height is 20 मीटर, G 10 मीटर पर सेकंड स्क्वायर, तो अब इसका क्रेन का क्या है, कितना टाइम लेगी, तो वो उसकी पावर हो जाएगी mgh by टाइम, तो पावर इसकी इस टाइम से कितना टाइम, हाउ मच टाइम इट विल टेक टू लिफ्ट, तो ये हर मशीन की पावर है, और व्हाट टाइप ऑफ मशीन वी वांट टू मेक स्टूडेंट्स व्हिच हैव मोर पावर, which will take less time in doing the same amount of work. Is it clear students? बोलो, पावर के मैंने दो फार्मूले बता दिए, फोर्स और वेलोसिटी वाला ही बता दिया।
Yes, sir.
In some time numericals they can give force or velocity because velocity is displacement by time. तो वर्क बाय टाइम भी बताया आपको, पावर का फार्मूला, और एंड आई एम सेइंग वर्क इज फोर्स इनटू वेलोसिटी पावर, तो ये भी फार्मूला होता है आपका, दो फार्मूले बता दिए आपको पावर के स्टूडेंट्स, तो दोनों हमें हेल्प करेंगे, वी अंडरस्टूड व्हाट इट मींस टू आवर स्टूडेंट्स। आगे चलते हैं, देखो बहुत मजा आएगा, सारे लेक्चर में मजा ही मजा है, कुछ भी नहीं है, सारा कुछ वट एवर यू आर यूजिंग, everything I will explain so that you are already using at home, no issue, no problem, you can talk with me, you can interact with me, and if you don't understand anything let me know। अब मजा आएगा तो मजा बता देना, हाँ सर मजा आया। अब मजा देखते हैं कि आप, यू आर यूजिंग इलेक्ट्रिकल अप्लायंसेस, बोलो आप यूज कर रहे हैं, टेल मी नेम सम इलेक्ट्रिकल अप्लायंसेस व्हिच यू आर यूजिंग एट होम, इलेक्ट्रिकल अप्लायंसेस यूज करते हो, अच्छा वेरी गुड, तो टेल मी आने आप विच इलेक्ट्रिकल अप्लायंसेस यू आर यूजिंग एट होम, बोलो क्या क्या यूज कर रहे हो, जल्दी से बोलो, 30 सेकेंड्स, विच अप्लायंसेस यू आर यूजिंग एट होम, टेल मी।
रेफ्रिजरेटर,
अच्छा ये यहाँ पर है मेरे पास, और बताइए, हीटर भी यूज कर रहे हो, सर्दियों में कह रहे हो हीटर लगा रखा है, अच्छा हीटर, वाटर हीटर भी है, ये कैटल भी है, और बताइए हैंड ड्रायर भी यूज कर रहे हो आजकल, ये ड्रायर सिनेमा हॉल्स में हैंड ड्रायर है, इलेक्ट्रिक ब्लेंडर है, ये फैन है, इलेक्ट्रिक आयरन भी तुम कर रहे हो, और बल्ब्स वगैरह भी यूज कर रहे हो, तो वेन एवर यू सी आई एम टॉकिंग ऑफ एवरी इलेक्ट्रिकल अप्लायंस हैज ए पावर रेटिंग स्टूडेंट, पावर रेटिंग होती है हर एक के ऊपर। आपने मार्केट में, मैंने बोला यू वेंट टू द शॉपकीपर एंड यू से गिव मी अ बल्ब ऑफ 60 वॉट, 60 वॉट का मतलब क्या हुआ स्टूडेंट, इसकी पावर है 60 वॉट, तो व्हाट इट मीन स्टूडेंट, 60 जूल पर सेकेंड, यही मतलब है, टेल मी व्हाट इट मींस, 60 watt means 60 joule per second, it will consume student, this bulb will consume, this bulb will consume 60 joule of 60 joule of electrical energy in 1 second, in 1 second। तो अगर आपने इसको 10 सेकंड, अगर आपने इसको 30 सेकंड्स के लिए जला दिया तो कितने जूल्स ये यूज कर लेगा, 60 into 30। अगर आप कह रहे हो कि मैंने 1 आवर के लिए, 1 आवर मतलब आपने 60 वाट बल्ब जला दिया, तो कितनी एनर्जी ये ले गया स्टूडेंट्स, 60 जूल्स, ठीक है, 60 जूल 1 सेकंड में लेता है, तो 1 आवर में कितने होते हैं सेकंड्स, 1 आवर में कितने होते हैं, 60 into 60, 3600 सेकेंड्स होते हैं। तो कितने 3600 सेकेंड्स, ये इतनी एनर्जी यूज हो गई। ये जूल इज वेरी स्मॉल, सो वी डिफाइन किलो जूल्स, दैट इज व्हाई वी डिफाइन किलो जूल्स, इसलिए डिफाइन किया। 1000 को हम किलो जूल्स में कन्वर्ट कर देते हैं। 1000 जूल इज इक्वल टू 1 किलो जूल। तो सो मच एनर्जी इट विल टेक स्टूडेंट, जब इफ इट्स रेटिंग इज 60 वाट। 60 वाट का मतलब ये हो गया कि एक सेकंड में ये 60 जूल्स एनर्जी को यूज करता है, इलेक्ट्रिकल एनर्जी को, जो आपके घर में आ रही है इलेक्ट्रिसिटी स्टूडेंट्स। और उस एनर्जी को वो क्या कन्वर्ट कर रहा है, लाइट एनर्जी में। तो इलेक्ट्रिकल एनर्जी कंज्यूम की उसने, ठीक है, कितनी, अगर मैंने कहा 1 आवर में इट कंज्यूम सो मच इलेक्ट्रिकल एनर्जी, और उसने उसको कन्वर्ट कर दिया, कौन सा, लाइट एनर्जी भी होती है और कुछ हीट एनर्जी भी होती है। अगर आप सोच रहे हो सारी लाइट एनर्जी बनी है, तो लाइट एनर्जी आपको मिल गई। तो इस तरह से जैसे जैसे पावर बढ़ती जाएगी स्टूडेंट, उतने ही जूल्स पर सेकंड वो एनर्जी ज्यादा यूज करेंगे। जो आयरन स्टीम है 2400 वाट है, देखो बहुत ज्यादा एनर्जी लेगी। 2400 जूल्स 1 सेकंड में एनर्जी वाट्स। तो पावर कितनी आ गई स्टूडेंट, 2400 वाट्स लिखी हुई है। दैट मीन्स स्टूडेंट 2400 joules per second, that is the energy it will consume student in 1 second, 2400 joules। तो जितनी ज्यादा एनर्जी होगी पर सेकंड, उतनी उसकी पावर भी मोर होगी, इट विल हैव मोर पावर स्टूडेंट। तो इस तरह से रेफ्रिजरेटर तो कम ले रहा है, 200 वाट्स ले रहा है, माइक्रोवेव एवन 1200 वाट ले रहा है, हैंड ड्रायर 1800 वाट्स यूज कर रहा है। तो एवरी इलेक्ट्रिकल अप्लायंस स्टूडेंट हैज ए पावर रेटिंग, सो यूजुअली दिस इज गिवन इन वाट्स और किलोवाट्स। तो इसको किलोवाट में अगर मैं लिख दूं तो ये कितना आएगा, 2.4 किलोवाट, ठीक है, किलोवाट लिख सकता हूं। इसको वाटर हीटर का 2000 आ रहा है, तो मैं 2 किलोवाट लिख दूं। जब मार्केट में व्हेन यू विल बाय दीज थिंग्स यू विल सी देयर इज अ रेटिंग ऑन देम, देन यू विल सी इट इज 2 किलोवाट। दे दो वाटर हीटर कौन सा चाहिए, बोलेगा 2 किलोवाट दे दो, यू विल से नहीं 5 किलोवाट दे दो, तो 5 किलोवाट की पावर और भी बढ़ जाएगी। तो वो 5000 जूल एक सेकंड में यूज करेगा, तो वाटर जल्दी हीट हो जाएगा आपका, फास्टर, लेसर टाइम लेगा फिर वाटर को हीट करने में। सो this electrical appliances power rating tells you how much electricity needs to how much electricity it needs to do the work। तो वो वर्क जब कर रहा है, कितना वर्क कर रहा है, 2500 जूल्स का, 2500 जूल वर्क कर रहा है एक सेकंड में। तो फॉर दैट, अगर वर्क 2500 जूल कर रहा है एक सेकंड में, वेयर विल दैट वर्क कम फ्रॉम, द सेम एनर्जी हैज टू बी सप्लाइड, कौन देगा, हु विल गिव दैट एनर्जी। बात समझ में आ गई, बोलो, आर यू विद मी
Yes, sir.
स्टूडेंट्स। आपने वाटर हीटर ऑन कर दिया, वाटर हीटर, अब इसके ऊपर लिखा हुआ है 2000 वॉट्स, मतलब 2000 जूल्स का वर्क ये करता है, कितने टाइम पर, 1 सेकंड में। तो इस वर्क के लिए एनर्जी कहां से आएगी, टेल मी। वर्क तो तभी होगा जब एनर्जी कोई देगा, कौन एनर्जी दे रहा है, बोलो, इलेक्ट्रिसिटी दे रही है। तो आपके घर की जो इलेक्ट्रिकल वायर है, वो वहां से जो मीटर लगा हुआ है वहां से आ रही है इलेक्ट्रिसिटी, तो वो इसको देगी 2000 जूल्स, एक सेकंड के अंदर लेगा ये, तो वर्क करेगा, कितना वर्क करेगा, 2000 जूल्स एक सेकंड में। So that is why I said the relationship between work and electricity is very important. So they are so very closely related with each other. इकट्ठे, they are moving together every time student. Work is done, energy is required, energy work for doing work, energy is required, and work can do energy. Work can give energy to you. So what one form of energy is being converted into other form, in all these cases you can see that. तो यहाँ पर इलेक्ट्रिकल एनर्जी का कन्वर्शन हो रहा है. तो ये इलेक्ट्रिकल एनर्जी कहाँ से आ रही है आपके घर में? यू नो, you are outside, you are getting electricity, and that electricity you are using for different appliances. कहीं पे हीट में कन्वर्ट हो रही है, कहीं में लाइट में कन्वर्ट हो रही है. समवेयर यू आर गेटिंग हीट, समवेयर यू आर गेटिंग लाइट. तो रेफ्रिजरेटर में जो भी काम हो रहा है आपका, उसके लिए भी आपको 200 जूल एक सेकंड में यूज हो रहे हैं स्टूडेंट्स. और ये 200 जूल्स कहाँ से लेगा? वो इलेक्ट्रिसिटी से. और वर्क कर रहा है, कितना वर्क कर रहा है? 200 जूल्स का वर्क हो रहा है पर सेकेंड बाय द रेफ्रिजरेटर. तो जिनकी पावर ज्यादा होती है उन्हें हम किलोवाट आवर्स में, किलोवाट में डिफाइन कर देते हैं. और कितने टाइम के लिए आप यूज करते हैं, कितने टाइम के लिए आप यूज करते हैं स्टूडेंट, तो उसको भी आप कैसे डिफाइन करते हैं कि कितने समय के लिए आपने किलोवाट यूज किए. तो इसका भी एक यूनिट हमने बनाया है, विच इज कॉल्ड द कमर्शियल यूनिट. कमर्शियल यूनिट स्टूडेंट ऑफ पावर. तो पावर का कमर्शियल यूनिट क्या है स्टूडेंट, बता सकते हैं? टेल मी विच इज द कमर्शियल यूनिट ऑफ पावर स्टूडेंट्स. बोलिए, आप ही बताइए. बोला कि पावर का कमर्शियल यूनिट क्या होगा. आर यू क्लियर अबाउट दी स्टूडेंट्स? देखो किलोवाट, अब वाट जो है स्टूडेंट, दैट इज जूल पर सेकेंड. जूल इज स्मॉल, ये स्मॉल है. तो इसके लिए व्हाट वी सेड, किलो जूल. किलो जूल इज हाउ मच? 10 पावर 3 जूल. तो वाट इज स्मॉल, वी सेड किलोवाट. तो किलोवाट इज इक्वल टू हाउ मच? 10 पावर 3 वाट, विच इज इक्वल टू 10 पावर 3 जूल पर सेकेंड. ठीक है, क्लियर? बोलो, इज इट ओके?
Yes, sir.
And if I use for how many hours you are using, because appliances are not used for 1 minute or 2 minutes students. So we define kilowatt hour. Kilowatt hour means ki how many kilowatt and hours, kilowatt hour. So I am saying kilowatt hour. Kilowatt hour student, it becomes the commercial unit of power. तो एट आवर होम स्टूडेंट हम यूज कौन सा यूज कर रहे हैं? किलोवाट आवर यूज कर रहे हैं. किलोवाट आवर, किलोवाट आवर. तो वाट्स की रेटिंग हर जगह होती है. इफ यू आर नॉट अवेयर, नाउ यू आर अवेयर. व्हेनेवर यू विल बाय इलेक्ट्रिकल अप्लायंसेस, यू विल रीड द वैल्यू ऑफ द पावर. व्हाट इज द पावर ऑफ द appliance which you are using. And your home there are two types of plug student. वन जो है एक पावर वाले हैं और दूसरे पावर वाले में नहीं है. तो you know which appliances to put where. Power will need more consumption student, so you cannot put them on other type of the plugs which you have. आगे चलते हैं स्टूडेंट और मजा आएगा. अब और आ गया, लो ये आने तुम्हारे घर में ये लगा हुआ है. व्हाट इज दिस? यू हैव सीन स्टूडेंट्स, व्हाट इज दिस? ये एक इलेक्ट्रिक मीटर लगा हुआ है कि नहीं? बोलो जल्दी. एवरी हाउस देयर इज इलेक्ट्रिक मीटर. इट लुक्स समथिंग लाइक दिस. टेल मी. So what
Yes, sir.
it gives? What reading it gives? Student, I am saying now the commercial unit of energy. What energy student? Electrical energy. Unit of energy. देखो इन योर होम स्टूडेंट, इन योर होम्स आप क्या यूज कर रहे हैं? होम्स में क्या यूज कर रहे हैं? इलेक्ट्रिकल एनर्जी यू आर यूजिंग. तो यू आर कंज्यूमिंग इलेक्ट्रिकल एनर्जी. आपके घर में क्या हो रहा है कि इलेक्ट्रिकल एनर्जी यूज हो रही है. ठीक है, तो इलेक्ट्रिकल एनर्जी जब आप यूज कर रहे हैं तो उसका जो कमर्शियल यूनिट है उसको हम क्या बोलते हैं स्टूडेंट्स? किलोवाट आवर. किलोवाट आवर स्टूडेंट. सो kWh, दिस कॉल्ड किलोवाट आवर. तो ये जो मीटर है, इट गिव्स अस ए रीडिंग ऑफ किलोवाट आवर कंज्यूम्ड बाय यू ओवर 1 month टाइम. तो उसके बाद दे विल गिव यू इलेक्ट्रिक बिल. Then you get electric bill after getting the reading of the student, which you pay. That is the electrical energy used by you. So 1 unit of electricity, 1 unit, we are saying 1 unit is nothing but 1 kilowatt hour, students, or 1 kWh, student. And if we want to write in terms of what will be the value of 1 kilowatt hour, student, 1 kilo is 10 power 3, watt is 1000 joule, 1000 joule per second. Hour, how many in 1 hour, how many seconds are there, student? 60 into 60 seconds. So this will get cancelled. So this is my value, this is my value, student, in joules. Therefore 1 kilowatt hour is equal to how many joules, students? 33678, students. So 36 into 36, students, into how much you are getting. One, what is the value? We have used this twice. We have used this twice, student, because you can rub this 1000 into this. 1 kilo means 1000 joules, student. So we can rub, this value has been used 2 times. So what is the answer coming, students? So you will get 36 into 3, 4, 5, 10 power 5 joules, or 3.6 into 10 power 6 joules, student. So 1 kilowatt hour of means so much, 3.6 into 10 power 6 joule of energy is consumed when I give 1 kilowatt hour. And in your home, student, the meter reading is there. The meter gives a reading after 30 days, for example. After 30 days, student, it will say how many kilowatt hours have been consumed. 1 kilowatt hour, I call it 1 unit. 1 kilowatt hour is 1 unit. Supposing you consume 300 units in 30 days. 300 units is consumed, that means you have consumed, student, 300 kilowatt hour. 300 kilowatt hour consumed. Meter reading, in the meter reading. And the rate is there. Supposing 1 kilowatt hour is costing 5 rupees. The cost of 1 kilowatt hour is 5 rupees. Then what will be the cost of 300 kilowatt hour, student? 300 into 5 will be 1500 rupees. So that is your electrical bill, student, which can be calculated if I know what is the rate at which, where rate of 1 unit. So if I multiply by the rate of 1 unit, I will get the cost. So electrical energy consumed, the commercial unit is kilowatt hour. And 1 kilowatt hour is how many joules? 3.6, 10 power 6 joules. Have you noted this down, students? Tell me, you have noted down? Any doubt? Any doubt, students? Is there any doubt? Tell me.
No, sir, no doubt.
Okay. So we know what is power. We know how to calculate power. Different machines have different powers, but we want machines, engines also. We say what is the power of the engine. That means how much work it can do, student, in per second, work done per second, rate of doing work. That is what we call power, student. And the units of the power also we told you, joule per second, which is watt, kilowatt hour. One more thing, student, you have heard about horsepower. Horsepower. You have seen horses, student के नहीं? Do you do horse riding? किसी ने किया horse riding? Horse देखे हैं? Horse power बहुत हाई होती है क्या? Horse के पास बहुत power होती है. Tell me.
Yes, sir.
So horse is very powerful. Have you ever seen horse sitting? It is always standing. हॉर्स जो है वो खड़ा ही रहता है, कभी बैठता नहीं, सोता भी शायद ऐसे ही है. इट इज नेवर सिटिंग. मोस्ट हॉर्सेस आर ऑलवेज स्टैंडिंग. यू हैव सीन इट. दैट मीन्स दे हैव सो मच पावर, स्टूडेंट. हॉर्स बहुत पावर होती है. एंड यू नो द मैन वाज यूजिंग अर्लियर मैन, हाउ द मैन व्हेन engines were not there, machines were not there, your steam engine is not there, car is not there, what man was using? Horses to lift the weight, student. ये देखो क्या यूज हो रहा था पहले. यहाँ पे मैंने पिक्चर दिखाई है, ये हॉर्स है, तो हॉर्स यूज हो रहा था. सी अभी भी है कई जगह टांगा, देखा है कहाँ पे चलता है टांगा? अभी देयर आर सम प्लेसेस. तो यहाँ पे बैठो, हॉर्स दौड़ता, तो हॉर्स पावर का यूज हो रहा था. इसका यूज कर रहे थे, 1 हॉर्स लगा रहे थे, 2 हॉर्स, 3 हॉर्स. तो हॉर्स की एक पावर होती है, उसको उन्होंने मेजर किया पहले पहले जब ये इंजन वगैरह नहीं थे, स्टूडेंट हॉर्स को ही यूज कर रहे थे. तो हॉर्स पावर क्या होती है? देखो एचपी के नाम से ये मिलती है हमें. ये हिस्टोरिकल है एचपी. ही सेज कि दिस इज अ हॉर्स, स्टूडेंट, इफ इट लिफ्ट्स 550 पाउंड्स to a height of 1 feet in 1 second. In 1 second, time is 1 second. That is 1 mechanical horsepower. Lifts 550 pounds. 550 pounds कितने होते हैं? 250 kg by 1 foot in 1 second. That was defined as 1 horsepower. 1 horsepower. तो उन्होंने 1 horsepower उसमें डिफाइन किया, which is related with the watt. And I will tell you 1 horsepower is equal to 746 watts का हम यूज करेंगे. 1 horsepower किसके बराबर है स्टूडेंट? 746 watts के बराबर. Some questions could be there, numericals could be there, in which he will say convert you student watt into horsepower or give the answer in horsepower. So what is the relationship between horsepower, student? 1 horsepower is equal to 746 watt. तो ये हिस्टोरिकल रह गया. हिस्टोरिकली पहले पावर को हॉर्स पावर से कंपेयर किया गया और दे डिफाइंड इट एज 1 मैकेनिकल हॉर्स पावर लिफ्ट्स 550 पाउंड, स्टूडेंट, 550 पाउंड्स फॉर बाय 1 फुट इन 1 सेकेंड. दैट इज द वर्क इट कैन डू. बिकॉज वर्क यहाँ पर क्या हो रहा है? m इंटू जी इंटू एच. तो 1 फीट ये लिफ्ट कर रहा है आपके सामने. 550 है, मास कितना? 550 पाउंड्स, 250 केजी हो गया. जी की वैल्यू तुम्हें पता है 10 है. हाइट कितनी है? 1 फीट. 1 फीट है, तो 1 फीट हाइट है स्टूडेंट्स. उसको कन्वर्ट करना पड़ेगा मीटर में हमें, तो हम W निकालेंगे, टाइम 1 सेकेंड रख देंगे तो पावर आ जाएगी W/T. तो वो पावर जो उन्होंने निकाली इस कैलकुलेशन से, वो कह रहे हैं 746 वाट्स आ रहा है. तो अब हमें पता है कि इफ आई कन्वर्ट हॉर्स पावर इनटू वाट्स, द रिलेशनशिप इज 1 हॉर्स पावर इज इक्वल टू 746 वाट्स. एंड दिस इज जस्ट अ हिस्ट्री फॉर अस नाउ, बट यूनिट्स will be important for examination point of view. Certain questions are given in which they say give the power in horsepower. So if you want to calculate the power in horsepower, student, then what will you do? You are given watts, you divide watt by 746, you will get horsepower. ठीक है? तो हॉर्स पावर भी निकाल सकते हैं. कितनी हॉर्स पावर है आदमी में? कितनी हॉर्स पावर है हॉर्स में? तो हॉर्स की कितनी हॉर्स पावर है? तो स्टूडेंट इस तरह हम निकाल सकते हैं. और द मैन हु डेवलप्ड, यू सी, this steam engine, you know, was developed by James James Watt. That is why, to honor him, we have given the unit of power as watt. Watt is to the unit of power to honor James Watt student for the development of steam engine. उन्होंने steam engines बनाया ये. तो development of steam engine provided a reason to compare output of horses with that of engines. At that time, James James Watt used the horsepower to compare with the power of his steam engine students before the people, so that people can get used to the steam engine. How many horsepower is there one steam engine student? So the amount of work a horse can do in 1 second, one horsepower is 746 watts. तो वन हॉर्स पावर जो है स्टूडेंट वो किसके बराबर हमने बताई 746 वॉट्स के बराबर. तो यू हैव नोटेड दिस पॉइंट, इंपॉर्टेंट है. क्वेश्चन में मेनी टाइम्स दे विल आस्क यू, क्वेश्चन ऐसे आते हैं स्टूडेंट जिसमें वो आपको बोलेंगे कि हॉर्स पावर जो है निकालो, पावर इन हॉर्स पावर. तो ये यू कैन फाइंड आउट स्टूडेंट, ये भी निकाल सकते हैं. अब देखो कि व्हाट वी हैव डन, what I have told you student, what is power, rate of doing work. This work can be replaced by E also energy, they are the same thing student. और पावर को हमने ये भी बोला वर्क क्या होता है, फोर्स इनटू डिस्प्लेसमेंट डिवाइडेड बाय टी. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पर वी कैन राइट फोर्स इनटू वेलोसिटी. This is another relationship of power which shows the power will be more if machine has more velocity and more force. जो स्पीड बढ़ जाएगी तो पावर भी बढ़ जाएगी स्टूडेंट्स. एंड वी नो machines, whatever machines we are making student, there is a power rating, because more work they have to do, more energy they will consume. जितना ज्यादा पावर रेटिंग है उतनी मोर एनर्जी दे विल कंज्यूम, विच इज अवर इलेक्ट्रिकल एनर्जी. देन आई टोल्ड यू द यूनिट्स ऑफ पावर क्या बताया स्टूडेंट, जल्दी बताओ यूनिट्स ऑफ पावर क्या है. एसआई, वाट, और हमने किलोवाट डिफाइन किया. और कमर्शियल यूनिट क्या बताया, व्हाट इज द कमर्शियल यूनिट स्टूडेंट, 1 किलोवाट आवर. 1 किलोवाट आवर की वैल्यू हमने फाइंड की, कितने बराबर आई थी जूल्स के. He will ask you in the paper 1 kilowatt is hour is how many joules, that value we calculated. And then
Sir, 1000 joules.
किलोवाट आवर की बात कर रहा हूँ, आवर भी लग गया. किलोवाट तो 1000 है, आवर्स में 3600 सेकंड से मल्टीप्लाई करना पड़ेगा. ठीक है ना, ये आवर भी है कमर्शियल यूनिट में. तो वट एवर बिल्स यू आर गेटिंग एट होम दे आर मेजर्ड इन किलोवाट आवर्स. 1 यूनिट इज 1 किलोवाट आवर. If the rate is 5 rupees per unit per kilowatt hour, then we will multiply by the kilowatt hours used. 30 days में जितने किलोवाट आवर हुए उससे मल्टीप्लाई हो जाएगा वो. दैट इज योर मीटर रीडिंग. वो जो मीटर आई हैव शोन यू, दैट मीटर विल गिव यू अ रीडिंग स्टूडेंट कि हाउ मेनी किलोवाट आवर्स हैव बीन कंज्यूम्ड. देखो यहाँ पे रीडिंग आ जाएगी कितने किलोमीटर आवर कंज्यूम किया आपने. वो रीडिंग लेने आते हैं जो इलेक्ट्रिसिटी वाले आफ्टर 1 मंथ, तो वो कितने किलोवाट आवर यूज हुआ उसको मल्टीप्लाई कर देंगे रेट एट विच दे आर गिविंग इलेक्ट्रिसिटी टू यू. 5 रुपीज है या 10 रुपीज पर किलोवाट आवर है, जो भी है उससे मल्टीप्लाई करके आपको बिल मिलेगा. तो ये हमने ये कैलकुलेट की 1 किलोवाट आवर इज इक्वल टू 3.6 10 पावर 6 जूल स्टूडेंट. 10 पावर 6 जूल. 1 किलोवाट आवर को 1 यूनिट माना गया है. और हॉर्स पावर में आंसर पूछ रहे हैं, इफ इन द क्वेश्चन पेपर दे आस्क यू हॉर्स पावर, देन यू नो द हिस्ट्री ऑफ द हॉर्स पावर, व्हाई इट वाज यूज्ड. एंड बिफोर द मशीन्स वर नॉट मेड दे वर यूजिंग हॉर्सेस फॉर डूइंग देयर वर्क स्टूडेंट. तो उन्होंने हॉर्स पावर को डिफाइन किया. एक हॉर्स से काम नहीं चला तो 2 3 4 6 इस तरह से कितने कितने हॉर्सेस टाई करके उन्होंने वर्क किया स्टूडेंट. And the value in watts is given. 1 HP is 746 watts. अगर वाट आया है तो उसे if you want to convert to horse power then divide by 746. ठीक है, तो ये कर लोगे. then okay students, I will meet you in my next class. फिर we will going to solve questions and problems on power and work and energy. Okay, then bye bye. I'll meet you in the next class.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, bye bye.